What's going on, guys? My name is Kevin Barral, and welcome back to the KO podcast. Today, as you see on my screen, we have an NBA teams tier list maker. Shout out to King of the Fourth Quarter for giving me the idea and the inspiration to do this video. A lot of these will come out. King of the Fourth Quarter's links will be in the description. His YouTube channel will be down there. So let's get going. We have the S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and the F tier. Let's get going, boys. All right, first team, Washington Wizards, C tier. They have a good team. They have a good young core. Maybe next season, once John Wall does come back, I think I'll see him in the playoffs. Most likely as an 8th seed, no doubt about it. Next team, we have Utah. I'm going to put them in the B tier. Their team is good. They have a good team, but they are not a top 3 team in the West. My top 3 teams in the West are the Lakers, Clippers, and Nuggets. No more. And, yeah, you look at this. They have a good team, a solid. I think this is one of the most solid and well-constructed teams in the NBA. So, yeah. Next team, Toronto Raptors, A tier. There's no doubt about it, man. They've been playing 100% basketball, 100% greatness. They have showed that they are still winners, even though they don't have Kawhi Leonard. So, yeah. Next team, San Antonio, D tier. They need a rebuild. They have to do something, and I think they should start as quick as possible, because things are not looking good for them. DeMar isn't doing much for them. Neither is LaMarcus. LaMarcus is actually getting old. LaMarcus Aldridge, guys, I'm talking about. So, and maybe it's just time to move on from Pop. I hate to say it, really do. Maybe Pop's like, hey, I'm down to rebuild. Let's do this. I will help in this rebuild 100% of the time. Maybe I say, let's not fire Pop. As of right now, I think they should be fired. They should be at least thinking about it. I love Pop. I think he's one of the greatest coaches of all time behind Phil Jackson. So, yes. Next team, Sacramento Kings. Putting them in the C tier. They're a better team than Washington. They have a better team. No doubt about it. And they're better than a lot of these teams in the league. They just haven't shown their full potential. I do not like Luke Walton as a head coach. I think they should fire him right after the season ends. Maybe go for a guy like Jason Kidd. Or who knows, man. So, yes. Portland, C tier. They are a better team than Sacramento. And Portland should be in the playoffs right now. They had a great season. They went all the way to the West Finals. They got swept by the Warriors because that team was incredible. So, I'll see them maybe with a bounce-back season next year. Maybe you should say, hey, forget about the playoffs this season, Dame. We'll get you a good young piece. We'll even go out and try to get Anthony Davis. I really, really like the fit for Anthony Davis on this team. I just think it'll make a huge impact. Huge. But the salary they have, they'll have to trade a lot to get him. So, yes. Phoenix, I'm putting them in the D tier. I'm going to put them behind the Spurs. They've been a good team this year. They started off very hot. I thought they were going to make the playoffs for a second. But they're just that team that adds pieces, is doing the right things, but just it isn't going all the way. They aren't going all the way. They aren't reaching the max potential. They added Ricky Rubio to fill in the point guard role. This year in the draft, they need a point guard. They have to draft a point guard. And to me, the best fit would either be Cole Anthony, Nico Mannion, Killian Hayes, one of those guys. I really like all of those fits for this team, and I hope it does work out for them. Philadelphia, I'm going to put them in the... This is where I really can get you guys mad. I have a ton of Philly fans, a lot of Miami fans. I'm going to put them in the A tier, worse than Toronto. They're a 6th seed right now. They don't have the best constructed team. They just got a ton of stars and borderline all-stars and threw them in a team. Some players I do like on this team. Alec Burks, I think that's a beautiful fit for this team. He is going to go out there as their 6th man. Ben Simmons, I don't like Ben Simmons. But as a player, he's really good. There's no other way I could put it. Joel Embiid, he's great. I don't think Joel and Ben work together. Maybe trade one of them. And if I had to pick one between one of the two, go out there, trade Joel Embiid, and go out there and try to get James Wiseman. Go for the first overall pick. Get James Wiseman. Maybe trade with the Warriors. That's a good trade partner. Trade with the Warriors. Maybe the Mavs. They need a center. The Hornets. The Nets, possibly. The Celtics. Those are teams that maybe could go out and want to go for Embiid. I won't say the Heat, just because I don't think it's a good fit. It'd be great for Joel Embiid to join the Heat culture, but I'm not gonna say it. Orlando Magic, they have very much improved, but I don't think they've improved as much as Utah. So I'm gonna put them in the B tier. They are in the playoffs right now. They will make the playoffs. They're gonna get swept. They need to bring in a guy who how can I say this? Will really just light things up on this team. You could say that is my star. That is my all-star along with Vucevic, Aaron Gordon. They did bring in Markelle Fultz thing. You could say, how can I say this? Coming in strong at the point guard position, saying we have our point guard of the future in Markelle Fultz. Next team, Oklahoma. I gotta give them the A tier, man. I really do. You guys are not gonna like it, but they have shocked the NBA. Chris Paul, Danilo Gallinari, Steven Adams. That is the dynamic trio that they have to go with for as long as possible. Keep Chris Paul in the Thunder. He was an all-star. Come on, man. He was an all-star. He's been great this season. Danilo has just shown that what he could do. Steven Adams, don't trade him just yet. Give him a couple other chances. You have SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been really good for this team. And a lot of other pieces have very helped. Dennis Schroeder's possible sixth man of the year. He's been really good. So, yes. New York Knicks. You guys might all have been waiting for this. I'm not going to give them the F tier. I'll give them the D tier. I'm going to give them on the D tier. Just because I like RJ Barrett. I like their young core. I think Dennis Smith is the right way to go for the future. They should go out and get Denny Avdija. That would be a great player for this team. The next Luka Doncic, possibly. So, I'm going to put him on the D tier. I'm not going to do F just yet. I would if I say everything James Dolan has done. But as a player perspective, how they're playing right now, they aren't horrendous. They are a dysfunctional franchise, but I wouldn't say they're the worst. Their drafting has been okay in the last years. They struck out on a lot of free agents, the way they've been losing, the way James Dolan is. So yes. New Orleans, I'm putting them in the C tier. Better than Washington, better than Sacramento. You just have to say it like that. They've been a good franchise. They're trying to push up in the playoffs. They lost Anthony Davis. They've recovered well. And they've gotten a ton of young talent on this team that you have to say, maybe the Pelicans might have won this Anthony Davis trade after all, though, because of the way they've been playing. Zion's been great. JJ Redick has really helped out on the team. Jackson Hayes has been really good. Lonzo's been great. Brandon Ingram has turned into an all-star all of a sudden, so I really do like it. The Minnesota Timberwolves, I'm going to put them on the D tier. They're better than the Knicks, better than the Suns. They have D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Okogie. They have, they just need a draft pick, man. They get a top 5 draft pick. They go out and get a guy like Obi Toppin or Precious Achiuwa. They have a good team. And then you go out and you try to bring in you try to trade for Devin Booker to bring the third Duke guy or Kentucky. The third guy out of the trio, I just noticed D'Angelo Russell actually went to The Ohio State, so my bad on that. The third out of their trio, that's going to be a great team in the future. I don't think they'll go after Devin Booker. They will, but I don't think they'll get him. They should be focusing on 2021, clearing out cap, making sure you're trying to win as much games as possible. We're going to go with our first S tier, the Milwaukee Bucks. Come on, man. There's nothing to say. Giannis, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez. That team's incredible. Eric Bledsoe, I just forgot to mention him. They've shown that they could win. Now, I would say B tier if Giannis wasn't there. I would 100% say B tier. But I'm not. The Miami Heat, what they've done this year has been absolutely killer. Astonishing. And not because I'm a Heat fan, but let's be honest. Did you ever expect Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson to be what they've been? No, not at all. So yeah. Memphis Grizzlies, I'm putting them in the B tier. They've surprised the NBA as much as the Heat have, as much as the Thunder have. You could even say the Mavs. So, yeah. Now, you guys are saying, why haven't I put F tier? Because it's going to be right here. LA Lakers, F tier. They've been absolutely horrendous. Nah, I'm just joking, guys. We're gonna put him in the we're gonna throw him there in the S tier, as well as the Clippers. Pacers, I'm putting them in the B tier. They're better than all these teams. They're in a good playoff spot. They're settling. They're in a settled spot, and that's good. That's really good because they're stable. They're a stable franchise around there. They're a stable team. Houston, I'm putting them in the A tier. They're better than all these teams. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, it's that team's good. Now, you need a center. You go out there and you get yourself a very good caliber starting center. Maybe like a guy like Andre Drummond you might go after if you had the cap. They have absolutely no good cap. They're under the cap. So, yeah. Golden State, I'm putting them in the F tier. Just the way the season has played out. No, let's move them up to D tier. I'll say they're worse. They're better than the Suns. My bad on the F tier. I got a couple F tiers coming up right now. They have a good future, but as of this season, they have not been good at all. Not at all. Nope. Detroit, F tier. There's nothing really to say. This was supposed to be at least a mediocre team that made the 7th or 8th seed, the bottom three playoff seeds. I expected that. That didn't happen. Denver, they're in S tier. The borderline A tier though. Borderline S tier. I'm putting them in the S tier because they deserve it. Dallas is let's put them on the B tier. Are they better than the Jazz? No, because the Jazz have more experience. Luka is gonna blow up next season. Luka deserves to be the MVP. But let's look at it. Giannis is gonna be MVP. Luka's most likely gonna be second runner up. Cleveland Cavaliers, F tier. Not much to say. They didn't get the right coach. They drafted another point guard. I would have gone somewhere way different with that pick. I would have gone with at least a small forward. Don't remember much of the draft class, but I would have gone easily. I would have gone power forward or forward. Chicago Bulls, F tier. It's been horrendous this season. They should have been a bottom 3 playoff team. They weren't. They aren't, and maybe this is the best. They go out there, they go into the draft, they get a guy like Anthony Edwards, who I had in my mock draft. Link to that video will be down in the description. So yeah. Then we got the Charlotte Hornets. They surprised a lot of people, but then they started slowing down. I'm going to put them in the D tier. Better than the Knicks, though. Brooklyn Nets, B tier. They're not much with Kevin Durant. If they were with Kevin Durant, A tier. But I'm putting them in the B tier. Celtics, I really want to put them S tier, but I'm going to put them A tier. Just because we don't know what this team could look like next year. I don't really like the bench on this team. If we're talking about future for the final team in our tier list, future-wise, Hawks have the A. But right now, I'm going to make them a D tier, better than each team here, all the way. They have Trae Young, John Collins, Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, Clint Capella, which I really love the move of him coming there. So yeah, we're going to end the video here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Future podcasts will be coming out. And shout out again to King of the Fourth Quarter for the video idea. I will be making more tier lists. This will be kind of a series that we will be going with. My next one will be NFL tier list. I probably will record that one right now after this one. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave comments. Leave questions. I'm gonna use your questions. Join the Discord that we just made. This is mainly for fan interaction. And so you guys can leave me video ideas. I will start using a lot of your ideas since we have nothing really to talk about sports. And if we can, we're going to start a new podcast on iTunes. Same name. This is probably going to be the recording, one of the first recordings that goes out on there. So hope you like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.